Greetings, math scholars. By request, I'm going to make a video going through the process of creating a frequency distribution table with all the key things on it. I'll be using the extra and optional example from the practice assignment 3.1b. This is number 5. The situation we're given here is a daily saturated fat intake in grams sample of people. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 2 is 20 data entries. So the first thing we need to do is find the class width. We need to know how many classes we're asked to find as well. They'll usually tell us how many classes to create. They haven't told us that, but I can see from the table there are 5 rows, so I'll assume 5 is the desired number of classes. So to build the class width, I need to find the minimum and the maximum. Now I'll warn that I'm doing this live, so there's a chance I can make a small mistake, but I'll do my best. 17 and 57. So we'll take 57 minus 17. We get 40. We're going to divide that by 5 to get a class width of 8. However, I want to take that and round it up. And the reason I round it up is because if I don't, I might not have big enough classes to reach the greatest values in the data set. So 9 it is. All right. Remember, the class width is the distance between the lowers, the uppers, the midpoints, the boundaries, etc. So I'm going to add 9. I'm going to add 9. And the upper limits will, end right before the next lower limit begins. So I'm just looking at the next number in the data set and subtracting 1, or the next number in the following class. And then to get that last upper limit, I'll add 9 to the previous. 51 plus 9 is 60. So I've got my classes. Fantastic. Okay, now my boundaries are just half a unit under. So 16 minus a half is 15 and a half. And half a unit above the upper and lower limits of the class. The boundaries are just the numbers between each class or each set of classes. Okay, so we got 24.5 and 33.5, 33.5. Okay, all right, now it's time to count. Frequency is just the count of data entries or values that are in each class. My first class is from 16 to 24. So I'm going to count the numbers that are between 16 and 24. 1, 2. Oh, what a bummer. So a small mistake I've discovered. And then there's 3 with 24. Okay, so I'm going to put a 3 here. Small mistake, I didn't see that 16 was actually the minimum data value. Lucky for me, that's not going to change my answer for the class width. If I switch this to a 16, that gets switched to a 41, and then I get 0.2. I still have to round up to 9. So, I'm okay. All right, 25 to 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, 34 to 42. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 43 to 51 has 0. And 52 to 60 has 1, 2. All right. Add these all up. I get 11, 18, 19. Let's double check my math there. Nope, I get 20. I just added wrong. That's good because there are 20 numbers in the data set. My class midpoints will be the midpoints of each class range. So 16 to 24. 16 plus 24 is 40. Divided by 2 is 20. So my midpoint of the first class is 20. I'm going to add 9 just to more rapidly fill in the rest of them. Okay. My relative frequencies will be the frequency divided by the total. The word relative in my brain triggers the word percent. So I try to remember the relative frequencies are the percent. So 3 divided by 20, okay, is 15%. 8 divided by 20 is going to be that 40%. We got, come on now. 7 divided by 20 is 35%, 0%, and 10%. That should all add up to 100%. The cumulative frequencies are the frequencies added together as we go from class to class. So we start at 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. 18 plus 0 is 18. And 18 plus 2 is 20. All right. Now I'm going to build a histogram from this data. I'm going to use I'll use the midpoints to label my bars. All right, so I'll put a midpoint of 20 here, and then I'm going to have my bars go up left side, right side. The bars need to be touching, so 29, 38, 47, 56. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I break the graph to get to that first bar. My frequencies, the highest frequency I have is 8, so I have to make sure that I go up to at least 8. You think I can skip a number to do that? Just skip a tick mark. All right, now I'm going to remember my frequencies, 38702. So the first class goes up to 3. Then we go to 8. Then I believe we had 7, yep. Then 0, and then 2. All right, so I'll scribble these in real quick. I use the midpoints to label my classes, each bar. I could have used the boundaries to do that as well. So there's my histogram. Down here I have grams of fat, and here I have frequencies. Now to make an ogive, I want to make a cumulative frequency graph. Okay. I need to use the boundaries to make my ogive. Always use the boundaries. So we got 15.5 as the first lower boundary. So I'll label that right here, 15.5. I'll make sure I break the graph. Okay. And then we have 24.5, 33.5, 42.5. Once again, I'm counting by 9s because I don't want to scroll back up and look the numbers I have. I might have gone one too far, we'll see. Okay, so now my cumulative frequencies. Because I began at 15.5, which is the start of the entire data set, I'm going to put a dot down there at 0. There's 20 data points in my data set, so I better count by 1s. I'm going to label every other tick mark. Hopefully that is okay. It's just perfect. All right, cumulative frequencies are 3, 11, 18. Okay, so I go up to 3, then to 11, then to 18, and then stay at 18, and then jump the rest of the way to 20. Connect those dots with straight lines. And there we have it. All right, so hopefully this video helped you gain confidence in building a frequency distribution table, finding midpoints, relative frequencies, cumulative frequencies, and then building these two graphs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.